Come, let's sing Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus, let's sing Jesus, and everyday children's way.
Hey there, friends. I hope you had a marvelous Monday, but I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Now, this week, we're talking about the Hall of Faith, and it is fantastic. Yesterday, I was looking at the Crown of Life, and man, I really want one. You'd want one too if you saw this. It is awesome. Now, this week, since we're talking about the Hall of Faith, in the Bible, it would give us a couple different people who had faith in God. Now, remember, we talked about yesterday what faith was. It's our belief in God. It helps us to see the evidence that God made all things. We also know that faith, us having faith, makes God very happy. But today we want to talk about a man that really wanted to please God and took God at his word. What I mean by that is when God promised this person something, this person trusted and believed in God because he knew that whatever God said would surely happen. And of course it did. And the person we're talking about today is a man by the name of Abraham. You see in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, chapter 15, actually beginning in chapter 12, but in chapter 15, we read of a man named Abraham. He didn't have any children, and he was in the middle of nowhere till God came to him one day and said, Abraham, I want to make a promise to you. I want you to go to a place where you've never been. You have no idea where you're really going other than go somewhere over there. And you don't even know what the ultimate outcome is going to be. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I want you to trust me. Abraham, do you trust me? Well, yeah. You see, Abraham actually believed God, and God said more than just, I want you to trust me. Instead, God said, if you go to this land that I promise you, I will make you a father of many people, a father of many nations. And he even looked in the stars and he said, we're going to have to sing a song first with our friend Paul before I tell you that. So let's go sing with our friend Paul, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Let's go sing.
Sing Christian songs with Paul.
Thanks, E.T. Hey, kids, would you like to sing another Christian song? How about Jesus is the answer? Jesus is the answer. Jesus is love. Jesus is the way to live up above. Jesus, he is living. Jesus is light. Jesus is the way to know wrong from right. Jesus, he is God's son. Jesus, the way. Jesus, he is loving you every day. Great job, kids. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, friends. You did such a wonderful job singing with Paul. Thank you, friends, for singing with Paul. Thank you, Paul, for singing with our friends. We're very happy with you, friends, and God is even happier than we are. Great job. Now, when we left, we were talking about the man named Abraham and how God was talking to him and said, Abraham, if you go to this land over here and you go and you live in this place, I will give you so many different people that you'll be the father of, meaning a lot of different places. You'll be the father of many nations, like you know how we have North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe. We have all these different places, but God would say, Abraham, I want you to look up in the sky. And he looked up at the stars, and God said, as many stars as there are in the sky, you will have a family that size. And not just the stars, but if you were to go down to the beach and you were to count every single grain of sand, that's like, how much? I can't even see. It's really tiny. If you were to take every grain of sand, God would tell Abraham, you will have that many descendants, that many children come after you. Now, obviously, that didn't happen in his lifetime. Sarah wouldn't have been happy with that. But Abraham believed in God, and the Bible would say that Abraham trusted God's promise. Now, Abraham made it to the place where God said, if you go to this place and you trust in me, then I'll deliver you, I'll give you the promises that I've given you. And do you know what it took for Abraham to believe what God said? He had to have faith. You see, Abraham is in the hall of faith because he believed when God said, if you go to this place where you have no idea where you're going to be, you're going to have to leave your entire family, but the reward is going to be something unlike anything you could ever imagine. Abraham believed God. Abraham trusted God, but the way which he trusted God was through faith. Friends, having true faith means that we take God at his word because God means what he says. I hope that you'll believe what God says, and I hope that you'll believe in God to do the things that he asks you to do, just like he asked Abraham. Now, friends, that's all the time that we have today. Let's go work on our memory work, and I'll see you next time. Let's go. Hey there, friends. So our memory work this week comes from Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now today we'll say it once together, and then I want you to say the verse back to me. Are you ready? Let's go. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now I want you to say the verse back to me. Are you ready? Go ahead. That was wonderful. That was even better than yesterday. Now keep working hard on your memory work, and you'll have another part of God's Word in your heart. So until next time, see you later, friends.
Come, let's sing Jesus, of Jesus, 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 Jesus. Let's sing an everyday children's way.